I believe we all have a deep connection to the world around us. And I believe that we're not so different to the wild animals that we share it with. My name is James Lewin, and I'm a fine art wildlife photographer, living in Kenya and following a dream. I first came to Kenya about 8 years ago and was introduced to wildlife like I had never known before. I very quickly fell in love with these animals and the habitats that they live. I soon picked up a camera about a year later, and I haven't really looked back. All I wanted to do was spend every second of the day searching for wild animals. I have always tried to create wildlife portraits that have a real sense of intimacy. And to do that, I like to get extremely close and like to get extremely low. That low angle really accentuates the grandeur of that animal, and I'm able to emphasize the magnificence and show them as the impressive beings that they are. My goal in my photography is to make people feel an emotional connection to the animals that I photograph and hope that they can feel some of the love and respect that I feel towards that animal. I'm always dreaming up shots, and sometimes something much better happens. Working with wildlife means that you've got to be patient. I often spend up to 3 weeks following one individual subject, and often that results in failure. But it is that hunger that makes me just keep going back and try to get better and better. It's amazing to revisit places, and no day will ever be the same, no moment will ever be the same. When I was 16, I lost my father, and that kind of turned everything upside down for me. But a couple of years later, that was when I first visited Kenya. My eyes opened for the first time, and that was the time where I really discovered my purpose. I fell in love with the wilderness of East Africa so quickly, but equally quickly I realized that all of the animals and the habitats they live in were at risk of disappearing entirely, and that was within my lifetime. We often associate black and white with history. My black and white photographs serve as a reminder that these animals could become history. I hope my photography can play a small part in inspiring us to care and to make people realize what an incredibly diverse planet we live on. Saving our wildlife is ultimately about saving the habitats that they live in, and we humans are equally dependent on a healthy planet as they are.